Hello, everybody. Welcome to Candidates Corner. This is Greater Seattle Korean Association's interviews with candidates. And so we just recently we were rewarded the King County Voter Education Fund grant. And so this is why we do this so that really when you go to vote, many people ask like, who are our candidates really? I don't know too much about them, and so we're trying to alleviate that by doing these live recorded interviews, and so to be more of an informed voter. And so today we're very excited to have Mayor Dana Ralph of the city of Kent here with us. Welcome, Mayor Ralph.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really
Yeah.
excited to be here.
Yeah, of course. And so Mayor Ralph is currently the mayor of Kent, but she is looking to retain her position as mayor this year, but then currently running unopposed. So I guess it's pretty much done deal. Alrighty. Before we just have Mayor Ralph just share some of her thoughts and vision for City of Kent, just a quick reminder, this is not an endorsement, but rather, again, just to get to know our candidates so you can be more educated and informed when you go to vote. Great. So, Mayor Ralph, perhaps you could just tell us a little bit about your personal background and professional background.
Thank you. So I want to start with a thank you for putting this series together.
Yeah.
Voter education is such an important thing, and it feels like even in our very connected times, it's hard to find that information. So just want to say thank you for your willingness to put this together. It's
Sure.
very, very important. So a little bit about me. I am in my 8th year as the mayor for the city of Kent. If you go all the way back, I am a lifelong Kent resident, actually 4th generation Kent resident. So Kent is home for me. It is where I was raised. It's where I raised my family. Been married to my high school sweetheart now for 33 years.
Wow.
And we have two boys, 25 and 29, and they still call Kent home. And that really speaks to why I got involved in local government. Kent is home, and I saw things happening and changing that I didn't know that I was necessarily supportive of, and I raised my hand, and the mayor at the time, Mayor Jim White, asked if he could appoint me to the Land Use and Planning Board, and I turned him down. I said, I don't know anything about zoning. I don't really know what I'm doing, so no. He called me 3 more times, and that last phone call—
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm, and that is what I have said to him since.
Yeah.
He said, if you're not willing to get involved and be a part of the solution, you don't get to complain. And I had no argument for that.
You can't say anything.
I can't say anything about that.
Yeah.
So I served on the Land Use and Planning Board, and I learned so much about what goes into zoning and Growth Management Act and how cities grow and what we can do and what we can't do. And then I eventually decided to run for city council.
Great.
And so I ran for city council in 2009, and I lost. But I will tell you to this day, best thing, the gentleman that won, he and I became friends during the campaign. So there's my plug for, you can have positive campaigns and come out on the other side. It doesn't have to be ugly. He turned around and helped me run again 2 years later. I was elected to city council in 2012. We are friends to this day.
That's a good story.
I think it's important for people to know politics doesn't have to be ugly. That's a choice.
Sure.
Served on the city council for 6 years, and when Mayor Cook announced that she was not going to run, I realized that it was my opportunity to take care of my city full time.
Amazing.
And so I ran for mayor in 2017, and I won that race, and like I said, coming up on the end of my 2nd term.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking us back a bit, Mayor Ralph. And you said you're 4th generation in Kent, and that's amazing because growing up, I lived in about 8 different states, and so I've been here since 1990. Yeah, so yeah, it's a little different.
I've moved about 4 blocks.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I did get to see all kinds of people, though, all over the country. So that's a plus. Yeah, it was a great experience. But growing up here and your family as well, I'm sure you saw all the change in Kent. Most of it, positive and for the good. When you were elected as mayor for the first time, can you just share maybe perhaps something that stood out to you that was a particular challenge, but also at the same time, like how did we overcome it? And then maybe just like a salient accomplishment that is kind of notable to you. Yeah.
So I think so. Yes, Kent has changed significantly in my lifetime. We have gone from
Was literally pasture.
we've gone from a farming community
Yeah.
to a big city. We're 140,000 people, and I think that people don't realize that we're that big. We're the sixth largest city in the state of Washington.
Oh,
So
okay.
growing pains happen. I think our biggest challenge has been and will continue to be our economy. Kent, back in the 60s, made some really deliberate decisions to turn that farmland into warehousing and logistics. It's perfectly situated for that, given that we are in between the ports of Seattle and Tacoma, right along the I-5 corridor, and we put all of our eggs in that one basket, and it paid off for a long time. We were able to build out our street system and parks and all of those kinds of things. In 2008, the legislature changed the rules, and so all of the sales tax that was generated from those warehouses that used to come to the city of Kent to support our city, overnight was then dispersed out. So now instead of sales tax being paid at origin, it's destination. So that money left Kent. Other cities, I talked to an elected in a city down south, and they said it's like we won the lottery. And then I had to say, and Kent funded that lottery. So winners and losers, right,
man.
in those conversations.
Okay.
And there was no replacement funding stream. The legislature did not provide us a tool. And so we're somewhere around $20 million a year that we are still losing today.
Wow.
And that is hands down our biggest challenge.
I see.
When you have infrastructure that's built out to be warehouses, it takes decades to change that, right? People need it now more than ever. They need the logistics and the distribution centers. So I think that's hands down our biggest challenge, trying to figure out
and it's ongoing.
It's ongoing. This
okay.
is today. This is
Okay.
our biggest topic of conversation. We've been back to the legislature multiple times and asked for tools, and there's just a handful of cities that lost in this proposition. So the reality is that it'll never go back.
Oh no.
But one of the accomplishments, the things that we're proud of, is that we are working really hard to transition that economy, and we're transitioning to advanced manufacturing. We also, while we've got a warehousing legacy, we have a legacy in outer space. Little known fact, the lunar rover, the buggy that landed on the moon and drove around, that was built in Kent.
Oh, really?
50 plus years
Wow.
ago. So we are
The Mars rover.
the one that's on the moon.
Oh, the moon, the lunar rover.
That went
Okay.
for the
okay.
Apollo missions. They dropped it off. It looks like
okay.
a little dune buggy.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
We actually have a replica of it right downtown Kent if you want to check it out at Kersome Park. But we do have a history in near space and outer space. And so our job and what we've been really focused on is transitioning the economy away from the warehousing and logistics and into space and technology. So we are the home to over the Kent Valley is home to over half the jobs in outer space in the state of Washington.
Wow. Okay.
Big companies.
So
Blue
like
Origin,
SpaceX, Blue Origin.
Stoke
Okay.
Space, Blue Origin,
okay.
multiple satellite companies, rocket companies. They're designing and building things in Kent.
Wow. That's so amazing. You know, with the changing of the industry over time, and so how Kent has adjusted to now it's aerospace. And so, yeah, it sounds like you had a loss, but you're positioned well, maybe for the future.
Yep. We're working through it. Like I said, we're still losing. It takes a lot of time to make that transition, but we are seeing absolute positive steps in being known regionally, nationally, and internationally as the place to come and build things for space.
Amazing. That's amazing. I had no idea. I learned a lot today. I'm going to go check out the
Lunar Rover Park.
Lunar
It's
Rover
fantastic.
too.
Right across the street from City Hall.
Oh, really?
Kersome Park. It is fantastic.
Okay, amazing. I'll go check it out. And then Mayor Ralph, again, you're looking to retain your seat as mayor unopposed, but as we look towards kind of the future on your next term here for Kent, you already touched upon it, but the future is flight. It's like aerospace. And so what else is kind of on the docket for you and important to you as it relates to our families and living in Kent and how the benefit to them of living in Kent? Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing that we continue to work on is just opportunity. right? Making sure that our families, they have opportunity when it comes to housing, building out so that we've got housing at all places along the spectrum, right? People that are earning 100% of the average median income and people that are earning, you know, below 30%. We want to make sure we've got a housing supply for that.
Okay.
Making sure that our kids have and know that there's opportunity. I feel like that's something that's been missed for a long time. So we are partnering with the Kent School District, have provided them with some grant funding to help expose our kids to all of the different opportunities, whether that be certificates upon graduation, 2-year degree, 4-year degree, and beyond. And then making sure that they're aware that they can go away and they can get their education, or they can stay, but that they come back and there's opportunity for them in the Kent Valley and in all of those types of jobs. I think that that is the biggest mission, and everything else we do really falls underneath that umbrella.
Really quickly, when you talk about housing, affordable housing is kind of a topic on the minds of a lot of people, and just in our area in general. You can ask all districts and all cities, but as it relates to kind of Kent's vision for that, are you thinking that it looks more vertical going up, or is there kind of room to?
Yeah, so density is going to be the key. So Kent is one of the largest cities by area of any city around. We're 34 square miles.
Oh, wow.
So we do have a fair amount of that single family, larger lot housing, but we also have a significant amount of multifamily. And with the changes in the legislature, we have embraced that and increased density, zoning in the downtown, unlimited height. So that's where you can get that density and build it out.
Okay, great. Well, Mayor Ralph, thank you so much for your time. And then finally, we're Greater Seattle Korean Association, and we've been around for decades. And so, we have done a great job of kind of catering to our kind of Korean immigrant community up until now. But recently, we're starting to do more outreach to the community, regardless of your background or ethnicity. And so this is why we're sort of created in the first place. So, District 5, which is where Kent is, and Kent specifically, is probably one of the most, if not the most diverse ethnically. And so, but I think, we can do a lot more to not only get out the vote, as you meant, as you encouraged us in the beginning, but also go out and be involved in our local government and our local city. So how does Kent make opportunities available like that, and what else could we do?
I 100% agree with everything you just said. It's about being involved. And so one of the ways that we encourage participation is we have multiple boards and commissions. I started at the very beginning of this interview with volunteering for the Land Use and Planning Board. That is an opportunity that exists. We have a Bicycle Advisory Commission, a Parks Commission, Human Services, Arts, lot of different places where if you are interested in becoming involved in your community, learning about your community and really making a difference, you can go to our website, you can apply to be on one of those boards and commissions. And
it's just City of Kent website? Okay.
kentwa.gov and then under government, there is a tab that says boards and commissions. So it's
and just apply directly.
And you can apply directly. And you can apply. You can do one application that and say I'm interested in anything that comes open, or you can be very specific in one of those those options.
Okay.
And then follow our social media. We're always advertising volunteer opportunities, whether it be parks cleanup or those kinds of things. Just showing up, come to a council meeting, reach out to my office and say, hey, let's grab a
Is it available
coffee.
to go live to the council? Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Council meets in person. We are the first and third Tuesday of every month, 7 p.m. You can also watch it on YouTube and Facebook. So there's an opportunity there, but there's something about being in person.
Yeah, for sure. That's also an opportunity to meet your council members and maybe ask questions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you've got an issue, we provide for public comment periods. So anybody can come down and have 3 minutes on the microphone and talk. But I will also tell you, our council is really good at answering their emails. I manage my own inbox and I answer all of my emails. So want to be there as a resource.
Okay, great. Well, thank you again so much for your time, Mayor Ralph, and for your vision for City of Kent. Everybody, again, this is Mayor Dana Ralph. She's the current mayor of City of Kent, and she's looking to retain her seat for next year. So finally, we're coming up on a very important time. It's 2 weeks here. The ballots have already been mailed out, I think, correct?
Yes, they are. They're on people's kitchen tables.
Right. It's on my kitchen table. So I got some homework tonight. November 4th is a very important date. not just because I hear a lot of times like my friends, well, why don't you vote? And to me, it's very simple logic. But their main response is, my vote really doesn't matter, And so, and I want to tell them that it does. And so, not only that, but this is what free countries of the world have fought for
Yes.
this right. And so, we should respect that right. So, Mayor Ralph, do you have any encouragement for our voters out there who perhaps are just indifferent? Yeah. Can you encourage them?
I'm going to start with please vote. It's a right that we all have. It's a privilege that we all have, and it's something that needs to be exercised. I started with how I got involved. If you don't want to be a part of the solution, you can't complain. I think there's that piece. But at the end of the day, we have seen over and over again, especially in local elections, it can come down to a handful of votes. That we're not talking about margins of thousands of people.
Like
and
Public Lands,
Commission for District 5 through the primary.
Right.
A handful of votes. And so your vote really does matter. The fact that you sit down with your family and say 4 votes come out of a household, that can change the course of an election. And to me, that's a really powerful thing, and it's a responsibility that we all need to live up to.
Very well said. So thank you once again. This is Mayor Dana Ralph of Kent. And finally, do you have like a website or anything, something that you'd like to share? Or
For danaralph.com, all of the information about the campaign is there, and again, just general city stuff. I feel given the privilege of running unopposed, I really want to talk about the fact that the city is here for you. We want to be engaged and involved, and please check that out.
All right, listen to her, Mayor Dana Ralph. Okay, thank you, City of Kent. Thanks for watching, and everyone, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Ralph.
Thank you.
Bye.